What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Smash Factor. It's your host, Alex Wober. And of course, we have a special guest today, El Presidente, Kevin Porter. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to Smash Factor.
Thanks for having me in.
Absolutely. Before we get into all the big news that you have, we're just going to go through some rapid fire winners over this past weekend. We're going to start off in the Michigan League. That was their third event of the season at Tap-Ins in Howell, Michigan. We have one winner from that event, and that was in the Open Men's Amateur Division. Corey Moats going 361 yards. Now we're going to move over to the Florida Emerald Coast League. They also have their third event of the season, this time at Fort Walton Beach Golf Course in Fort Walton, Florida. And we had two winners, a double winner. We had Ben Cashman show up in the Open Men's Pro Division, blasting a 362-yard drive. And then Lee Hodges with two wins on the weekend in the men's 40 amateur and the men's 45 amateur. He went 304 and 313 yards. And then capping it off with the Western Pennsylvania League, their fourth event of the season at Miller Golf Center. We've got the men's 70 amateur winner, Vince Lackner, going 233 yards. Men's 65 amateur went to Alex Illich Sr. He went 251 yards. The men's 50 amateur went to DJ Petrelli, going 294 yards. Moving over to the men's 35 amateur, Steve Bressler knocked one 311 yards. Moving to the Open Women's Amateur, Shy Moore had a 279-yard shot. And finishing it off, the Open Men's Amateur went to Alex Illich, going 338 yards. Now, if you want to catch more information on upcoming events for Ultimate Long Drive, you can go to ultimatelongdrive.com, get signed up. We want to see you hitting out there with us, all right? Now, let's get into the big news, Kevin. You came here. You've obviously got something to say for all the people.
We're here.
Let's hear it. What do we got coming up? What can people get excited about in Ultimate Long Drive?
So everybody in there competing in leagues and stuff like that, they're working their way towards the World Championships.
Right.
Next week, the biggest event on the East Coast is coming up next, right? East Coast Classic, longest running long drive event in the history of long drive.
Of course.
At this point, we are at Woodridge Farm Brewery, the site of the World Championships this year. So if you ever wanted to get some testing done, kind of see what it's like, condition-wise, everything else, East Coast Classic's the way to go.
Okay.
So that's kind of the big thing. I mean, we are literally, a week away.
We're getting close.
From getting to set up and everything like that. Brian will be flying into town. You'll have all the fun stuff there. Right. So I'll be picking him up. We'll be setting the grid Friday night. So if you guys want to come by, hit some balls. And if you're in town early, Wednesday night at Woodridge Farm, half buckets. So you get buy one, get one free on the buckets.
Ooh,
so get some, get some practice in. So big thing in the tour stops, right? We had the early stuff. Everybody's probably not used to this little break that we kind of took this year.
Sure.
But we've had a really big push on, adding more events, things like that, especially since the WLD season started and ended last month, with their one or two events they're doing. So everybody's kind of like, what's going on in long drive, right? We've been in talks with a lot of different cities. Next season's already shaping up schedule-wise. So there's some big things coming there, added purse stuff, moving into some of these events already for next season. XLD's taking off. That's getting ready to start. Family Golf Week down here at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be right before U.S. Nationals, right? That'll be down here. That's back this year. So that's another big one. Had a lot of questions, people asking about Nationals. How do I get qualified?
Oh, yeah.
This year, it is a straight open championship.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Membership, sign up.
That's it.
Come be a U.S. national champion in your age division, right? So
huge opportunity. So don't let that one slip away, all right?
Yeah. And then in between then, right? So we got East Coast coming up here in a week or so, and then we'll be back in Ohio. That's been an asked for event forever. We used to be on the range there at the Golf Center at Sports Ohio. We are now moving to the soccer fields adjacent to the range. So whole grid set up out there. You'll be able to use the range to warm up, so really excited for that. The city's behind that one. Going to be a little different look, but, you're going to have a full grid set up there with plenty of room. I mean, it's 600 plus yards out there. So
wow.
no fear of hitting it into the soybean fields like we in previous events there. So, tour stops, they're all coming. It's just packed this summer.
It sounds like a lot of action coming up. I mean, like you just said, we've got the East Coast Classic coming up in just a few days, like 11 days, I want to say.
Yep.
And then you've got Ohio right after that. Is that right?
July 11th.
Oh, my goodness.
Be every month, right? We're bringing something to it. And I know West Coast guys have been yelling at me a little bit, because we didn't have one.
You know who you are.
Big West Coast event this year. I apologize for that, but we do 100% have one in next season. So we'll be in California, for one. I'll kind of leak that one early, but maybe around the Fresno area, something like that.
Nice.
But yeah, so we'll be in California next year. That said, Southern California League Championship in August.
Of course.
There's your World Championship qualifier.
Yep.
Every event in the month of August. League championships all over the country. So the qualifiers are there, right? Get in, get your league stuff, win that way, go to the league championship, win and in, you're then that way. Tour stops, same kind of deal. Tour stops, I get those questions too, is if you win, you get the invite,
right?
Period. We will take top so many after all of those automatic invites go out, right? So it's league winner, most points in the division, of course, at the end of August. Once that's done, that person gets the invite. League champion in the division gets an invite. If it's the same person, it goes to second place. Tour stops, same kind of deal. If somebody wins a tour stop that's already been qualified, it's going to second place.
Okay.
Once we get through all of that, if it was a big enough field at the tour stop, we'll go top 4, top 5, that kind of thing. It's all based on field size, and it's kind of semi a little after the fact, but come see me at the tour stop. If we wind up with 20, 30 guys in a division, we're going to qualify a lot more than just the winner.
Of course.
Kind of deal. So yeah, I mean, that's all the exciting stuff, and looking forward to bringing Teed Up out at the East Coast. Come get your drinks. Everybody's been asking about it. I will have coolers full of them at the East Coast.
Oh, snap.
So, and they'll be on site at Nationals, Ohio, Worlds. So they'll be out there. Big thanks to them with the sponsor.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to possibly even mixing a little something in it, afterwards. So.
You know what that means. So I'm hearing a lot of big things. I'm hearing packed fields coming up for a lot of these events and even the World Championships. I'm hearing more cities coming up this year and next year. Yep. So what do these people need to do if they're going to want to start hitting for Ultimate Long Drive?
Go get your membership.
That sounds like the right thing to do.
That's it. I mean, for all of you that may be new, get your memberships early. I know we're already through the season, but, people ask about the deals and discounts and all the things. We run those specials in the beginning of the season. Right. So as soon as we're done Worlds, that, we'll go back on sale. That's when to hit it, right? And we'll be running some even maybe bigger deals, moving into next season just to get things going, because we're going to be pretty packed and looking to possibly go into some different countries with different events there.
Absolutely.
World rankings are up on the site as well. Canada's got their minimum events in. South Africa is right there. I'm going to add theirs here pretty soon. So you're starting to see, different world people hop in.
Absolutely.
On the leaderboard. It's, been fun stuff. So
that's the big thing. A lot of people consider it just, the USA, or, we've got Canada, we've got Mexico, we've got South Africa. I'm sure I'm missing a few others.
I mean, Puerto Rico, India, everybody's in, and the things are starting to filter together. We have a lot of big things with Golf Joy, in the works in China, and, it's been fun. I know everybody's always kind of like, what's now? But there's a lot of stuff in the works. So we're here, we're building and growing. We're not scaling back.
Sounds like a lot of stuff is coming up, people. A lot of stuff's coming up. All right, Kevin, is there anything else you want to leave the long drivers on before we head out of here?
Get signed up. Come see me in Virginia.
Go to ultimatelongdrive.com, get your membership immediately so you can start participating in these upcoming events. And so even next year, you can go to all these cool cities that we're going to go to, and you can get some of these awesome deals and discounts on the website too if you become a member. So, Kevin, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
This was awesome. Hope you guys are interested in this stuff. Again, go to ultimatelongdrive.com. A lot of stuff coming up. Like Kevin said, don't miss out. We'll see y'all next time. Keep smashing, all right?